How you guys doing today? Happy Monday. Hey guys. Hello YouTube. Hello Instagram. Hello Twitter. How are you guys doing today? It is Monday, guys. Happy Monday. Brand new week. Great time to, set some goals and totally smash them. Hi Reset Wellness. How are you, my dear? Happy Monday. Yes. So, hello guys. This is our first Monday episode of the show. Last week we did the show Tuesday through Friday. It went really well. We decided by the end of the week that I should increase the time of the episodes to 30 minutes. You hanging in there, girl? Me too. But it's Monday, you gotta shore up the energy. Last week we decided that 20 minutes was a little too short, so we are expanding to 30 minutes. It doesn't mean that we're definitely going to go to 30 minutes, but we've at least got that window of time. Hello, Alluring Faces by JS. Thank you for joining. Yes. So if this is Alluring Faces, I think this is your first time here. So first time newcomers, please tell me where you're joining from. Tell me your name. I would love to get to know you. I myself am Natalie Pierre Lewis, and this is my show NPL Legal Dish. And I'm going to explain what that means in a little bit. But what I like to do is give people about 5 minutes to come in. Yes, so I hope you guys had a great weekend. What did you do for the weekend? I hope you did something fun. While you guys tell me what you did, what did I do? I don't really do much. Oh, so Saturday I planned the new webinar that I'm doing. On Friday's show, somebody was asking about DUNS numbers, and I decided that I should do a webinar on it. So if you are inquiring about, hi Payota, if you don't know what a DUNS number is, if you want a DUNS number, if you need to know the background behind DUNS numbers and where you can get one for free, sign up for the free webinar. The link is in my bio. It's next Monday at 6 p.m. If you can't make it to the live webinar, hi Cadet Coach Me. If you can't make it to the webinar, you can purchase the replay for $9 right now. And all of that is available at the link in the bio. We're going to get started in about 2 minutes. I'm just waiting for people to come in. If you are new to the broadcast, please say hi. Tell me where you are joining from and your name. I want to get to know you. Yes. I see a few new names today. But yes, guys, I think this daily thing is actually going to work out really cool because it's actually going to give us more time. So prior to this, I was doing 2 1-hour shows. So we got 120 minutes of face-to-face time. But with this new format, we get 30 minutes, 5 days a week. That's 150 minutes. So we've got a whole extra 30 minutes together, guys, to learn these business concepts. We've got some good stories to talk about, some updates that I'm really happy about. We're going to talk about my girl Megan Thee Stallion. The legend, one of the legends from Cheech and Chong is suing somebody. We've got a story about corn dogs, and I am answering a question that was launched last week, a question someone had about fonts last week. So we're covering all those. But we are going to get started at 6:05. And at that time, I'm going to ask you to share it out to your networks, okay? So we can get our, our broadcast started. Sorry. I just kind of dazed off for a second, but got some cool things to share with you guys. All right. It is 6:05, guys. It is time to share out to your network. Share out to coworkers, friends, family, all those people. Share, 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 share. All right. Happy Monday, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are watching NPL Legal Dish. This is my daily show. Hi, Shop Best on the Yard. This is my daily show where I teach business and legal concepts using celebrity and pop culture news, but we're going to back up a little bit so you know who I am. I'm Natalie Pierre-Lewis. I'm the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help you get your business paperwork off the ground. So if you need help with registering with the state, if you need contracts, if you need to protect your intellectual property through trademarks, patents, and copyrights, if you need to know how to get an EIN number. I just did a workshop on that. If you need a DUNS number, I'm doing a workshop on that next Monday. It's totally free. You should sign up for it. I help you do all of that stuff. Why am I qualified to help you? I am so glad that you asked. I am a licensed attorney. I have been one for over 13 years. I have started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. I have had many careers in the realms of law, entrepreneurship, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I am very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everybody as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but a lot of you have these amazing business ideas. And if you're going to make it in business, there are just some concepts that you need to know. Thank you for the emoji, Shop Best on the Yard. If you are interested in any of my services, first-time customers, you can book a free 15-minute consultation using the link in my bio, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. There you're also going to find things like the sign up for next Monday's DUNS number webinar, the link to so that you can pre-order your copy if you can't make the live webinar, access to the back episodes of my podcast, my YouTube channel where you can find back episodes of this show, NPL Legal Dish, and tons more cool stuff. So go check out linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. It's the only link in my bio on Instagram, and it's on my Facebook page and my Twitter page. It's everywhere. Go check it out. Okay. Now, to what this show is, if you are new, NPL Legal Dish is, now that we do it daily, every day I take a few stories from the news and I use them to demonstrate business and legal concepts. So we use celebrities, we use local news, and it's to show you that, you know, these rules, they apply everywhere. And it's to illustrate those business concepts that can seem kind of, you know, out there and you don't really have a practical application for it. So as I go through the stories, I am going to ask for feedback from you. I'm going to ask you to, you know, drop some emojis, drop some letters, so pay attention. Also, if you have questions, be sure to drop them in the comments so that I can answer them for you. All right. Okay, so we are going to get started. Our first story today has to do with one half of Cheech and Chong. If you know who Cheech and Chong are, please give me a 2 C's in the comments. Give me a CC in the comments if you know who Cheech and Chong are. And while you drop those letters, if you know them, Cheech and Chong, if you don't know, they are two gentlemen who made their careers making a stoner. Thank you for the CC, Shop Best on the Yard. They made their careers making stoner, you know, movies and jokes and things like that. Like, they're known for being stoners. But you know, this was like in the 70s. They have since matured. They are grown men now. They've got gray in their beards. One of them, he was like he was a recurring guest star on that show, that 70s show. Not the person that we're talking about today, but Tommy Chong. He was on a show called That 70s Show for a while. And Cheech has actually gone on to do a bunch of cool things, including owning a production company that is named Cuckoo Banana. Okay? And this production company, Cuckoo Banana, owns the trademark for the word Cheech, which is his stage name, Cheech, and his real name, Cheech Marin, right? So there is a coffee house in New Jersey that is called Cheech's Own. And the owner's name is Stephen Chiochi. I think, no, Chioki. Yes, Stephen Chioki. That's how you pronounce it, right? So this coffee house, you know, they're going on. They're like, okay, it's Cheech's Own, whatever coffee house, and Cheech Marin's legal team, or Cheech Marin, finds out that there is a coffee house out here using the name Cheech's Own. Not only, you know, I've never watched The Masked Singer, so I can't. I don't know. Shop Best on the Yard asked if one of them was on The Masked Singer, and I have no idea because I've never seen that show, right? But anyway, getting back to Cheech. So Cheech finds out there's a coffee house in New Jersey calling themselves Cheech's Own. So him and his legal team filed a lawsuit against the restaurant, against the coffee house, claiming trademark infringement and false representation, all this stuff, right? So the owner of the coffee house, Stephen Chioki, he's pushing back. He says that he did not name his coffee house after Cheech Marin. He named it after himself. He has a nickname. Everybody calls him Cheech, and he wanted to name his restaurant after his nickname. He said he has never associated himself with Cheech Marin in any way, and he doesn't understand why Cheech is coming after him. He also has a website for cheechesown.com. Now, in the lawsuit that Cheech Marin's legal team filed against this guy with the USPTO, they included the rejected trademark application from this guy, Stephen Chioki. He tried to trademark the phrase Cheech's Own, but the USPTO rejected it because they said it was too close to Cheech Marin's trademark and there would be the possibility of confusion in the marketplace, right? So now they're going to court. So my question to you as an audience is, do you think that this guy should be able to name his restaurant Cheech? If his nickname since he's been growing up has been Cheech and he's not associating himself with Cheech Marin, should he be able to name this restaurant? Even though when he tried to file a trademark, they said, hey, we think you might get mixed up with Cheech Marin, so we're not comfortable with you trademarking this name. So do you think that Cheech Marin should leave this guy alone and let him run his coffee house, or was he right to go after him for trademark infringement? What do y'all think? Who's watching on Facebook? Say hi. And there's somebody watching on YouTube. I don't know if I can get YouTube comments on here, but I want to know what you guys think about that, okay? While you guys drop your answers for that, want to let you guys know that we have one of our lovely sponsors in the room, Shop Best on the Yard. They sponsored a couple of episodes last week. They make amazing custom tumblers and items. Homecoming season is upon us. You know, if you are going on a girls trip, a guys trip, and you want some, you know, custom made memorabilia, check her out at bestontheyard.com. I've seen her make these amazing things. Okay, so back to our question. Shop Best on the Yard says, sure, why not? So are you saying sure, why not? He should be able to use the name, or sure, why not? Cheech Marin should have gone after him for trademark infringement. Sometimes I forget the questions that I ask, guys. You got to remind me. But yeah. Yes. So let me know your answer for that. But I want to move on to these stories very quickly because we spent a lot more time on that than I thought we would. Okay, so you're saying that he should be able to use the name. You know what? I agree, because the thing is, Cheech Marin's trademark is for film and television. It's for production stuff. He has nothing to do with coffee, right? Right. Yes, exactly. So it's two different industries, but he was rejected. The high Chanel on that ass. But the thing is, he was rejected, the owner of Cheech's Own, by the trademark, the USPTO. So that had to at least, you know, maybe ring some bells in his head. Hey, maybe this isn't the best name for my restaurant. Excuse me, or my coffee house, I should say. Okay. All right. Yes, you have, girl. That's right. Getting savvy in these streets. Okay, guys. So the next story that we are talking about it's actually two short updates. So last Friday, I told you guys about Off-White, the streetwear brand, trying to trademark the phrase "product bag." Well, you said maybe because the person who reviewed it was partial. You know, that is completely possible, Shop Best on the Yard, because again, it is individual people reviewing these applications, and you can always contest a denial. And you can always contest a denial by the trademark office. You don't just have to sit down and take it. But let me go back to this story. So remember, we were talking about Off-White. They're a very expensive streetwear brand, and they were trying to trademark the term product bag. Well, they have been denied. The USPTO office said, girl, what do you think you're doing? Like, you cannot trademark the word product bag, especially when you're using it on bags. So too bad, so sad for Off-White. The next story that I want to update you guys about is about my girl, Megan Thee Stallion. She got her trademark approved for Hot Girl Summer. I'm very proud of her. She is securing the bag. Hot Girl Summer has been on everybody's lips all over the place, and she did the right thing. She went to the USPTO and said, I want to trademark it. Now, she has trademarked it for tons of things. She has trademarked it for clothing, for entertainment, for music recordings, for events. So Megan Thee Stallion is out here really trying to, preserve her mark in these business streets. And, that is a really good example of protecting your brand. So clap, clap, clap for Megan Thee Stallion. Yes, if you like Megan Thee Stallion, give me an M in the comments. I like her. Okay. Hi, IPC8. All right, and just a reminder to everybody in the room, if you are, oh Lord, we are all in trouble. Can't use Hot Girl Summer anymore. Can't use it, girl. Can't use it. So just a reminder to you guys, if you have any plans, if you have any aspirations to get a federal government contract or work as a supplier for any big box stores like Walmart or Target, you need a DUNS number. And I am holding a free webinar on DUNS numbers next Monday at 6 o'clock. It is completely free to sign up. So make sure that you go to the link in my bio and save your spot. We are going to go over what DUNS numbers are, why you need them, what you need to get one, and how you can get one for completely free. Okay. So make sure that you sign up for the DUNS numbers webinar. That is you can get the link for that at the link in my bio, Linktree/NPL consulting firm. All right. So we are moving on to our next story. Okay. If you guys like corn dogs, if there's a hot dog emoji, give me a hot dog emoji. But if you like corn dogs, give me a D in the comments, because we already used C earlier. If you like corn dogs, either give me a hot dog emoji or a D in the comments. Doom, doom, doom. And while you drop those letters, okay, I'm going to give you this story because it might take you guys a little bit of time. So I don't know if I have any people out here who are familiar with Texas, but apparently there is a famous corn dog vendor for the Texas State Fair. Hi, Lady D. And this corn dog franchise is called the Fletcher Original State Fair Corny Dog, short for corny dog, or for short, corny dog. So Texas State Fair, every year, you go to a state fair and people look forward to seeing certain vendors there. One of the favorite vendors is the corny dog, right? And it's run by a Texas family, and they have a trademark for the phrase corny dog. So now this is a big family. They've got money. They're very famous. They're at the fair every year. They've got extended family. So this mother-daughter duo, who they say are not, they're like, the cousins on the other side. They're kind of family, but they're not. They decided that they were going to open their own food franchise, and they opened a store called Fletch. Now, the name of this Texas family is Fletcher, right? And they own the trademark to Corny Dog. The mom and the daughter, they opened a store and they called it Fletch. And they gained some traction. They were selling at Cowboys games and other events at the AT&T Stadium. This case is very Texas centric. I'm not very familiar with what goes on in Texas, but we're going to work our way through it, right? So now here's the thing. Fletch, as a food franchise, while they do sell corn dogs, they mostly sell funnel cakes. And in fact, they say that they don't even focus on corn dogs for their marketing. However, the other side of the Fletcher family, the ones who own the Corny Dog franchise, they are suing and they want Fletch to close down. Fletch is like, look, we're not trying to horn in on your corn dog empire. They're like, we don't even use the term corn dog. They say that we are purveyors of fine stick food. And up until recently, they were just kind of doing pop-ups. So they didn't have a brick and mortar location, but now they're opening a brick and mortar location. And the big side of the Fletcher family is like, whoa, 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 whoa. You're going to infringe on, our business, because our name as a family is Fletcher. You named your business Fletch. People know us for corny dogs. You're selling corn dogs, even if you're not marketing them. And people are going to think that you're associated with us. So what do you think about that? Do you think that this mother and daughter, who are like, third and fourth cousins or whatever, should they leave them alone and let them have their food franchise? Or are they right to kind of defend their name as a family? Now, remember, the trademark they have is called Corny Dog. The name of the business that the mom and the daughter open is called Fletch, right? Well, is it close though? Because that was my issue with it. The name of the family is Fletcher, great, but the trademark but the trademark they have is Corny Dog, and then the name of the second business is called Fletch, but they don't have corn dog anywhere in the name. So that's where I get a little bit like, they should leave them alone. Because it's like, are you the only ones in the state who are allowed to sell corn dogs? Especially if your competition, whether or not they are blood relatives, they're not even promoting the corn dog. I don't know. This story. It actually I have a lot of issues with it, but I wanted to bring it to you guys because I wanted to know your opinion, because part of me doesn't know how to feel. Part of me understands why the big side of the family, the famous side of the family, feels some kind of way. But then I also feel like, well, these guys are not even trying, they're just trying to do their thing. It's like, are they not allowed to work in food ever? But those were my thoughts about that case. But if you have any questions, Shop Best on the Yard said, it's super smart on the side of the Fletch biz. It is smart, but because it's like, it's your name. Why can't you use your own name? But we'll wait and see what happens. Okay, guys. So now this next thing that we're talking about is actually inspired by Shop Best on the Yard. She had a question last week that kind of left me a little bit stumped, and I went and I did some research. So we are talking about it today, and it has to do with the title of this show. Fonts versus typeface. So Shop Best on the Yard asked last week, can you trademark a font, right? And I didn't know for sure. So I went and I did some research, and I want to let you guys know what I found. So the first thing that I found out is that there are two different things that you need to know there are fonts and there are typeface, right? So typeface is how the letters that you make look. So like the way that I write with like a pen, that would be typeface. Now, the computer program that would make the letters look like my handwriting, that is what is considered a font. So a font, when you if you're using the terms in the right way, and a lot of us use them wrong, fonts are actually computer programs that allow you to produce a certain typeface. And typeface is how the letters look, right? So for people who are out here and you're trying to make things to sell and you want to know if you can use a particular font, a lot of times if you're using things commercially, some fonts are protected in terms of how you can produce them. And there's something called a type foundry, which is an online warehouse where you can get digital typefaces and download them. So shop best on the yard. It's kind of like the SVG file for fonts, right? Some of them are free, but some of them are paid. And you would get a license agreement. Of all my crafters out there, if you understand how the SVG files work, this is how these type foundries work. So if you want to use particular fonts, you can get a license for it, right? So if you are ever questioning whether you can use a particular typeface or for, in layman's terms, what we call fonts, yes, what you want to do is contact a type foundry, because they're like the warehouse for all of the fonts that you might need a license for if you're going to sell these items. Okay, now, so that's if you're trying to buy a font or use a font. What if you create a typeface or a font, right? So if you create a way of making your letters look there, while you can't protect the typeface, there is a way for you to protect the font, which is the computer program. What you would do is you would have to, again, if you created a typeface, you would have to create a program so that you could produce that typeface. And then what you would do is you would copyright the computer program that lets you produce that specific typeface. Shop best on the yard. Am I explaining that clearly for you? Okay. And then for that typeface, if you're going to like let people use it commercially, if you're going to use it commercially, like use it to make things, you want to trademark the name of that font. What you can't, or the typeface, I should say. So you can't trademark the way that the letters look, but you can trademark the name of that type of lettering, and you can and you can copyright the program that lets you create that lettering. All right. You're welcome. And then when I was doing further research, I found they said that if you've got some extra spare money lying around and you want to apply for a patent, you can apply for a design. Hi, Nessie time. Apply for a design patent for certain fonts if it's like distinctive with your with what you're trying to protect. But that's a talk for another day. Long story short, if you are worried about infringing on someone's typeface or font, contact a type foundry and make sure that you have the proper licensing. All right. And if you want to talk about how to do that, please book a free 15-minute consultation using the link in my bio, linktree/MPL consulting firm, linktree/MPL consulting firm, linktree/MPL consulting firm. All right, we've got 6 more minutes, and then I'm going to shut down for the night. I posted something in my stories today. I posted a backpack with a geometric pattern, and I asked if any of you guys knew what brand that pattern belonged to. Unfortunately, my day got crazy, and I didn't get to check the results, but I will tell you my answer. My answer was no. And I'm going to tell you the story behind that backpack. So there is a company called Dunhills, and they tried to trademark a pattern, a fabric pattern called engine turn, right? Now, remember, in fashion, it's very hard to trademark anything. Usually, the things that you're able to trademark in fashion have to be distinctive patterns. So, like, you know, the Louis Vuitton logo. Certain things, when you see them, you associate them with the brand. You know that that's that brand, right? So Dunhill was trying to do the same thing. Unfortunately, they didn't do a good enough job. So their description of their pattern was diamonds repeated in symmetrical rows and columns. That is very, very generic. It doesn't give any specificity. And because they were so generic and they weren't specific enough, they were denied by the USPTO office to trademark this pattern. The pattern is very simple. The USPTO office said, this is just some shapes that you put in some lines. This is not protectable. This, like, where is the distinctiveness? So that is, if you are, what? What? I don't know what Sri Yantra is. Yeah. So if you are trying to trademark something, yes. If you are trying to trademark something in fashion, it needs to be very distinctive, and it is most likely going to be some type of pattern. It can't just be some diamonds. Like diamonds repeated in symmetrical rows in common. How big are the diamonds? What color are the diamonds? Are they 3D diamonds? Are they small diamonds? Are they big diamonds? Like, where is the specificity? So this is what they're looking for in the USPTO when you're trying to trademark something, especially an image, is you need to be very, very specific. Remember last week when I talked about the Allbirds shoe, when they applied for the design, there was like a trade design. Their excuse me, description of the shoe was so detailed. Every part of it was taken into account. So Dunhills has lost this part, but that doesn't mean that they can't continue to fight, and maybe they can define their pattern a little bit more, and maybe they can get it passed. Okay? So those were the stories that I had for you today. We have about 3 more minutes before I sign off. Let me know if you have any questions. Please make sure that you sign up for the free Duns Numbers webinar happening next Monday. The link is in my bio. Ooh, I think I'm coming down with a cold, guys. The link is in my bio, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. Don't forget, we are on every day now at 6 p.m. So join me here tomorrow so we can all, chat about these stories. If you find anything that you want me to talk about, please, please, please send it to me. I love interacting with you guys. Make sure you sign up for the workshop. If you can't make the workshop, pre-order your copy. What else is going on? Be good to yourselves. Drink water. Exercise. I went on an extra long walk today with Toby, and then I came back and I did like an hour of yoga, and I feel like a brand new person. You got to take care of your body as well as your mind. But have a good night, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me. All right. I'm going to wait 1 more minute just in case the questions didn't come through yet. But yeah,